What is up, guys? Welcome back to S3M2 Football and welcome to today's football preview video. For today's video, we are looking at a massive fixture in this week's UEFA Champions League. For this one, we're looking at the clash that is taking place this week, Wednesday, on the 9th of April, that sees Football Club Barcelona host Borussia Dortmund. We start off today's video with the home side here being Barcelona. The last 5 fixtures for the Blaugrana have ended in 4 wins and 1 draw. Barcelona's last match was a 1-1 draw at home against Real Betis in the Spanish La Liga earlier this weekend. And in their last 5 games, Hansi Flick's team have scored 13 goals and conceded 4 goals. The first player I'd like to talk about for Barcelona has got to be Spanish right winger Lamine Yamal. In 42 appearances, the teenager already has 13 goals and 19 assists. Lamine Yamal operates as an inverted winger in the Barcelona setup, using his pace, his close control, and all of his creativity to try and cut in and cause chaos amongst an opposition defense. In the midfield for Barcelona, I want to talk about Spanish central midfielder Pedri. In 46 appearances, Pedri has 5 goals and 7 assists, and he operates as a midfield playmaker for Barcelona. Pedri has a wide array of skills, including fantastic passing range and accuracy. He's a very efficient dribbler, and he's the kind of player who can just kind of dictate the tempo of an entire match. Sticking with the Spanish contingent, I want to talk about centre-back Inigo Martinez. In 37 appearances, he has 3 goals and 5 assists. And for me, Inigo Martinez operates as the defensive leader for Barcelona. He's a very physical, very strong, very aggressive centre-back who's very efficient at winning the ball back and then cycling it through to the midfield. But I think the best part about Inigo Martinez is the experience that he brings to a very youthful and very energetic Barcelona team. Tactically for the Blaugrana, coach Hansi Flick wants his team to be able to control the game at all times using their possession style of football. To that end, we have seen Barcelona line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. When defending, this team likes to conserve energy by mastering their use of the offside trap. Up front, inverted wingers are always trying to just go out wide and then dribble the ball into the box. Players like Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres and Rafinha are great at doing this. In the midfield for Barcelona, a variety of great creative passes like Frenkie de Jong, Pedri and Gavi look to control the game at all times. And up front at number 9, goals are guaranteed for this team, courtesy of Polish centre-forward and former Borussia Dortmund striker Robert Lewandowski. Looking at the away team for Borussia Dortmund, the last 5 fixtures for Dortmund have ended in 3 wins and 2 losses. Dortmund's last match was a 4-1 win in the German Bundesliga away at Freiburg earlier this weekend. And in their last 5 fixtures, Niko Kovac's team have scored 9 goals and conceded 6 goals. The first player I have to talk about for Dortmund is a massive contributor to all of those goals. Guinea's centre-forward Serhou Guirassy has 25 goals and 8 assists in 37 appearances for Dortmund this season. He operates as a pure target man up front, looking to use his strength and his speed to hold the ball up and support his teammates. But Guirassy has also proven to be a very lethal goal scorer as well. Creating some of the chances up front for him, I want to talk about German attacking midfielder Julian Brandt. In 37 appearances, Julian Brandt has 4 goals and 11 assists, and he operates as the main playmaker for Borussia Dortmund. He operates in that number 10 position just between the opposition defense and midfield, and he's a player who's very, very good with his passing and very, very efficient with how he moves the ball all over in that attacking third. Finally, for Borussia Dortmund, I want to talk about German defensive midfielder Emre Can. In 38 appearances, Emre Can has 6 goals and 1 assist, and he operates as the defensive leader for Dortmund. Emre Can brings a lot of aggression and tackling ability to this Dortmund team, but he's also proven to be very, very intelligent, able to just influence the game and inspire his teammates from pretty much anywhere in those defensive positions. Tactically for Borussia Dortmund, coach Niko Kovac wants this team to be able to absorb the pressure centrally, keep the shape, and then counter through the spine of the opposition. To that end, we have seen Borussia Dortmund line up in a 3-4-1-2 formation in recent weeks. The double pivot in midfield just operates as both midfield anchors and deep line playmakers, allowing them to absorb the pressure, win the ball, and then cycle it forward. In front of the midfield's double pivot, we will find Julian Brandt, who operates as the main playmaker in this team, always looking to just distribute the ball either to those roaming wingbacks or to the strike duo up front. Speaking of that strike duo, players like Guirassy, Gittens, and Adeyemi are always roaming around in the opposition third, just looking for space and then using it to punish the opposition. Okay, on to the head-to-head and the S3M2 verdict. Now, the last 5 fixtures between Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona have ended in 3 wins for Barca and then 2 draws. So absolutely no wins for Dortmund, which is not very promising for the German side. In terms of goal output in those last 5 fixtures, Barcelona has scored 9 goals, while Borussia Dortmund have managed just 4. So in terms of goal output as well, Barcelona are far more successful. Barcelona did win the fixture where these two met in December with a 3-2 scoreline in Dortmund, which means that right now Barcelona are kind of familiar with playing against Dortmund, and the same could be said for Dortmund. The difference though is that in that fixture, Nuri Sahin was coaching Borussia Dortmund, which means that this is a new Dortmund, a reinvigorated and re-energized Dortmund with fresh ideas. In terms of absentees in this fixture, Borussia Dortmund will be without the midfield duo of Pascal Gross and Marcel Sabitzer, while Barcelona are missing a midfielder of their own in Spanish attacking midfielder Dani Olmo, which means that for both teams, there's a bit of midfield creativity that is lost. Dortmund also have to deal with Der Klassiker against Bayern Munich this weekend, so they'll probably be trying to win this game but also ensure that they stay clear of injuries as well. For Barcelona, this is a team that is still chasing a European treble, looking very strong in the Spanish La Liga, looking very strong in the Spanish Copa del Rey, and looking very strong in the UEFA Champions League as well. For Borussia Dortmund, unfortunately, they've been very, very poor domestically, being knocked out of the DFB Pokal Cup in the early stages and pretty much being out of the Bundesliga title race as well. We've also seen no clean sheets from Dortmund in their last 5 fixtures, which means that right now this team is looking very, very leaky at the back. In contrast, Barcelona are a very free scoring team right now, managing high scorelines of 4 and sometimes 5 goals. And right now I think this is a team that will be looking at this Dortmund defense and thinking they can get quite a few past the goalkeeper here. I think it is also very interesting to note that the last time these two teams did play in December, Barcelona's next fixture was against Leganes, which they proceeded to lose, and then lose the next fixture against Atletico Madrid as well. Strangely enough, Barcelona's next fixture after playing Dortmund in this one is also against Leganes, and then they have to play Dortmund in the away fixture as well. So if Barcelona repeat that statistic of 2 losses after playing Dortmund, we could see Dortmund going through in this one. But I think in terms of how these teams are going to approach this game, Barcelona are going to look to control the game. They're going to look to hit Dortmund on the counter-attack if they have to. And for Dortmund, unfortunately, they can only rely on that counter-attack strategy. And against a team like Barcelona that is proven to be very efficient with their offside trap, that doesn't look very good for Dortmund. But in December, they did put 2 goals past Barcelona, so I would not be surprised to see that feat repeated here once again. But I do also think that Barcelona are just far too strong for this team. My score prediction for this one is going to be Barcelona 3, Borussia Dortmund 1. Both of these teams are also very, very aware that it will be settled in the second leg in Dortmund. So this is essentially just the first half, but both will be very, very eager to go into that second leg with an aggregate lead.
Hi. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time and the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Um, Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button. So you know exactly what to do. Um, Thank you so much. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great day out there. And we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks. Stay safe.